This is part 2 of the Excel Module 2 SAM Project A. We're picking up on step 11. I apologize for my voice. When the weather changed, I got laryngitis. So bear with me. I hope you can understand me. We're going to apply shading to the range of A2 through B3 using the Aqua Accent 4 lighter 60%. The 8th one from on the 3rd row of Theme Colors palette. So we're just going to highlight A2 through B3, and we want to use shading, so we're going to go to the little paint can in the font group that's spelling paint, and we want the 8th, so I believe this is Aqua. I'm going to go down one more. On the 3rd row, you can see where I'm pointing, you see the screen tip, and then click on that. We can click to the side so you can see that it applied that correctly. And then we want to decrease the number of decimal places in cell A, 3, because they put in 3. Go figure that. So go up here to your number style and you have increase and decrease decimals. Click the decrease decimal one time and you'll be in the right number of decimal places. And then it says to apply the accent cell style to range A4 through I4 and also E16 to E18. So I'm going to select two non-adjacent ranges. First and foremost, I'm going to get A4 through I4. Those are the column headings. And then I'm going to hold down the Control key and get E16 through E18. And I'm supposed to change the color to Accent 3 in the Cell Style group. So in the Styles group, there's Cell Styles. Go down until you choose Accent 3, which is a blue-gray Accent 3 color. Now, we want to select G5 through, sorry about that, cancel. I thought I was highlighting and I didn't highlight. Let's get G5 through H15. We're going to use conditional formatting and use data bars using the gradient fill blue data bar. Let's see here. Well, actually, we just need to select, first we got to do the accounting number format, step 14. I'm getting ahead of myself again, aren't I? We're just going to click on the dollar sign to apply the dollar signs to those values, and then select the H5 through H15, and we'll do the conditional formatting. So conditional formatting, data bars, and it's actually the first one in the gradient fill. It's called blue data bar. And if you click away from that for a second, you can very quickly see the largest amount is the one that's filled all the way. And you can very easily pick out the second largest number, and you could pretty well pick out the smallest number or the smallest couple of numbers that you have in here. 2 or 3 of them reflect as very small. Now, after we've done that fill, Shanice wants us to highlight the items that need to be reordered. So we're going to select the range of I5 through I15. We're going to use conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, and at first I did text that contains, thinking the word reorder would work, but that's not what they wanted. The instruction says a value equal to reorder, so we need to choose equal to. Type in the word reorder with the capital letter. It's already got the light red fill with dark red text. So now we see we have 2 items that are ready for or are at their reorder point. In other words, we need to place an order for these items so we can have them on hand in our warehouse to sell to our customers. Now, a reorder point doesn't necessarily mean that you've gone 0. It just typically means that you have a certain number that you want to be able to keep on hand, and if it falls below that number, you go ahead and order the product. Alright, so we've taken care of step 16. In cell G16, we're going to use the average function on the range of G5 through G15. Now you could start typing in equal average, and you'll see that it starts to pop up. You want the average one. So I'm going to double click on it. It gives me my parenthesis. So I'm going to select my range of values. Oops, I'm on the wrong one. Let me escape out of that part. Let me try that again. Okay, I'm just going to start typing in equal and AVRG, double click, and it'd be better if I chose the range of, well, I'm still doing it wrong. I need to get the range under column G. Not a good morning for me, apparently. Alright, let's try it for the third time because we know that's charm. So equal average, double click on it, and then do the cost in column G from G5 to G15. That's the correct range, so we'll do a closing parentheses and hit the enter key. Should be $20.09. Now we can also go up and use, and you'll find AutoSum in the editing group. However, you don't want to sum, you want to use the pull down list. And in this case we want to find the minimum, so we'll choose min. Now you'll notice the range now includes the row 16 value. We need to just change that back to G15 and then hit enter. You can also go back up to editing, pull down the menu for AutoSum, choose max. Notice it's a G17. We got to change that ending value to 15 again, G15, and we have $40 as the maximum cost. Now the next step says to check the spelling in the workbook and identify and correct any spelling errors. Well, it said the workbook, so you know, here I am on warehouse inventory, and I can park myself. I can scoot over to the right and or left, excuse me, and click in cell A1. But if I want to do all of them, since it said the workbook, I can click on documentation, hold down the shift key and click on inventory list, and I actually get all three of them selected. This way I can start the spell check and let it go through all the pages. Now the other pages may not have an error, but there's an error on one of these pages. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to my spell check button on my quick access toolbar. Now it's spell checked. It didn't find anything at that point. Yes, I want to go back to the beginning, and then it finds radiator is misspelled in the bin list worksheet, so we're going to tell it to change it, and then it should say it's complete. Now if you wanted to get rid of this selection, just double click on one of them to switch over to it, and you will deselect those that you don't want to have selected. Okay, now we do want to go to inventory list tab, and we want to right click on it and choose the tab color, and we're going to choose the same tab color that the bin list has. So that should be blue gray accent 3. So I'm going to click on that. And the only way we're going to know really and truly is to go click on the documentation page, and you can see they both have the same color background now. So we should look like this for our first bin list page, and I'll have to scroll up and down to show you, but we have everything there. And then the inventory list, we'll go over here and scroll down to see that page, and we'll have to go sideways here to see if we've got everything laid out the way they wanted it. And I'm just going to take that over to the right some so I can see columns H and I, and it looks good. So now we're going to save this, and we're going to submit it for grading. So let me get over to, I started doing this in Firefox, so let me get logged in again. Wouldn't you know it, logged me out before I could actually get this uploaded. Okay, gonna go course content, down to assignments, locate the Excel folder, and then go down to Excel Module 2 SAM Project A. Yeah, and let's see here. Okay, you could see that I've done it I've done it several times trying to get this video to record and upload properly. So here we go. Click here, and we're going to go navigate to where the files are, and let's see, it shouldn't be in there. Okay, here we go, and we'll submit it. View the report. Now I'm in Firefox, so I'm just going to open it. Okay, looks like we finally got 100 out of 100 there. So this concludes this particular video for Excel Module 2 SAM Project A.